welcome back to another brand new episode of the Dumb Guys Do Racing podcast. I'm here with the boys, Jimbo, Coach Mike, and Todd.
Woohoo! What up?
Let's go.
We have Tati. Tati is a special guest today.
Yeah, welcome.
Oh man, so happy to have you. And in the pregame before we're starting the show, we found out Tati and I have connections in Sacramento, and we were just telling stories and laughing our asses off.
Yeah.
So
hilarious.
Sorry, y'all motherfuckers, you missed that shit.
Oh yeah,
y'all missed that. I don't know. I feel like the serial killer guy might come back up.
Please.
He terrorized me for years.
Oh man, did you ever see the skinny old dude that wore the fake rubber boobs? Giant fake rubber boobs?
Once or twice, but he was older. I think he was fading from the scene. But yes, saw him. Made good friends with, I don't know if you ever met the gentleman who always dressed very dapper. I'm talking about sitting at the Merc with like literally a 3-piece suit, and he'd come out in this old Mercedes 220S.
Ooh, I don't, most likely, yes. See, we got good connections down there.
We got good connections.
Yeah.
His name is Matthias Bombal, and he's
I know who you're talking about.
You know Matthias.
I know exactly who you're talking about. Yeah. No, it's the funniest thing. And then at Faces, I was really good friends with one of the doormen, Jeff. Jeff was older guy, glasses, photographic memory.
Faces.
Yeah, you would, if you saw him, you would know him. Like, I had been going to Faces, broke up with my very first boyfriend, didn't go there for a few years, went back, and he knew who I like. Go to pull out my ID, and he looks at me and he goes, "Oh, don't worry, James. I know who you are. Come on."
Oh, nice.
And, yeah.
Love it.
No paying cover, no nothing. He just knew that I was part of the scene, had been there for a while, and knew who I was.
That's awesome.
People talk shit about Sacramento. You can go fuck yourselves. It's better than San Francisco. It's better than LA when it comes to, if you want to go out and have a good time as a gay person, it's the best scene out
because
there.
it was such a small town, right? Like, and the neighborhood is it's a corner basically. I mean, the Merc is like 2 buildings down, but like other than that, it's like this little 4-post corner, and all the gay bars and clubs are right there, and you would just hit 3 or 4 in a night because it didn't take anything.
No, you just walk across the street.
Yeah,
literally walk across the street and get just shit faced. You got shit faced at the Merc.
Yeah, you start there.
It was good. There. So, how long have you been in the racing community?
Ooh, I first started racing online with Gran Turismo 5. So I guess was the first main release game that even had online racing, as I recall. I think there was an online version, but it wasn't a main release. It was like Gran Turismo Online or something like that, but I didn't play that. But GT5 was the first one where I got online, just me and my PS3 and a controller, and I was getting my ass whooped by these British guys that I raced with all the time. It was bad. Honestly, I don't know why I stayed. I think just the love of doing it, but I was so inconsistent, crashed all the time, and these guys are running 3-hour enduros, and I'm like, yep, wow. I'm in it. Last place by 5 laps, but I'm there.
And you were using a controller at the time?
I was, bro. My hands were killing me.
Oh, man. 3 hours.
3 hours, yes.
Have you always been into racing, or did it just like come to you? Like, did you grow up racing? Did you play? Oh, here's a good one. Are you of the age where you played the original Gran Turismo?
I can't remember if I played the original Gran Turismo, but I'm certainly of the age. I was like 10 years old when the PS1 came out. So I was around. I did not own one, and I'm trying to remember if any of my friends had it. Certainly played other racing games like Test Drive and some of the other stuff that came out in that era that was like, the graphics were insane, right? You were like, it felt like you were playing a Cruis'n USA cabinet game, but you were in your friend's basement. And it was awesome, but I can't remember if I played the first one. I feel like I did, though. If I were to guess at the earliest Gran Turismo game I played, if it's not 1, then it would have been 2. But I didn't actually own a Gran Turismo game or spend a significant amount of time with one until GT4.
Until 5 or until 4. Yeah,
Okay.
4
Until
was
4, yep.
Yeah, 4 was
4
great.
is probably my favorite Gran Turismo game. I put more hours into that game than any other game.
Really, 4 was so good.
It
Yeah.
4
was.
was
It
so
was.
good. Hours working on setups, like going in, playing around with the car, doing all sorts of stuff. It was a blast. Well, so it's funny because there are not a lot of ladies in the community. It's very, very small when it comes, well, in gaming in general, the amount of women gaming is really low, and I think it gets even smaller when it comes to racing.
Yeah.
So did you grow up in a family that liked racing, or did you just decide on your own that this was going to?
I had a love of cars, and I get that from my dad. And while we didn't have a lot of extra funds and stuff like that, so I can't say that I grew up in a family where we went racing and stuff like that. We didn't do any of that shit. We couldn't afford it.
Watching
But
on TV though?
not even that oftentimes. You know what put me into racing was I one day discovered Grassroots Motorsports magazine, and it covered exactly what it sounds like, grassroots motorsports. So NASA, SCCA racing, autocrosses, that sort of thing. And that felt so real and accessible to me. That was just like people who had a Volkswagen Scirocco and they put coilovers and tires on it, and now they're racers.
Yep.
Right?
Sweet.
And I was
Oh,
like,
that's awesome.
yeah,
That was a great
that
magazine.
right there, it is a great magazine, absolutely. So that's what kind of put me up on racing, and even professional racing to an extent, because they would cover some of the higher end, and even like Grand Am racing, which back in the day was almost felt like just a step above grassroots. Which obviously Grand Am now is part of IMSA and shit, and that's budget, that's money.
Yeah.
But that's how I got into it. But I always loved cars in general. I remember being small enough that I was only allowed in the back seat, but I would constantly ask my dad, what's that? Every time we'd see a car on the freeway, like, what's the name of that car? And I'd memorize them. So I don't know why I loved them, but I always have.
Oh, that's great. That's,
yeah.
I can remember little kid waking up, eating some breakfast, working. I grew up on a ranch, so we'd do a bunch of stuff on Sunday morning, and then come in, and there would be an IndyCar race or NASCAR on or something like that. And my dad always was working on cars. So I grew up like in an engine compartment. I can remember one of my fondest memories is Dad put his coveralls on me, and they're all rolled up sleeves, and I'm sitting in the engine compartment of Dad's 64 Ford pickup truck, and he's doing an engine swap, and sitting there and watching everything, and it just changed my life. You don't find many gays that are like, I love cars, I love racing, I just love the whole culture behind it. It's not big in the community, Most of the time for the men gays, it's about fashion and listening to the latest pop song.
Being a little dainty.
Not my life.
It is a small community. I have found. I feel like I found most of them. We found each other on Facebook. And so I'm like, I feel like I know all the car gays, if you will. But they out there, they out there. They like, a dainty motherfucker with like painted nails and stuff like that. But he's got grease under those painted nails because he's just finished overhauling, a motor, and it's a beautiful dichotomy. I do love it.
Oh, you gotta love it. Last night we were coming back from Fred Meyer, Kroger for you guys. Fred Meyer here, and
the Krogers with ads at the end. The Krogers. Yep.
Yeah. Sorry. So we coming back from the Freddy's, and Hollis was just sort of not paying attention, and I come up to the last stop sign before our apartment, and I just come up real slow and then hit the brakes real hard, and he looks at me and he goes, "You're gonna have to pay for the brakes if you break them."
Oh,
and I said, You do realize that I'm going to have to change the brakes on your car. I will be the person doing it. So let's not worry about it.
So I do what I want.
I'll bust if I want to.
If I break them, I will fix them. Don't worry. So,
What
yes.
choice have I have? If you break them, I'll fix them.
Yeah.
So like, what are we
So,
worried about?
how did you get involved with NRL and McNaughty, the great McNaughty?
The Great McNaughty. Well, first I was invited to join the S7R racing team, Sector 7
nice.
Racing. Shout out to the boys. I've been doing commentary for GT Champions World Cup for years, and S7R has pretty much dominated that championship since they joined. And I guess, they saw something in me and were like, hey, you want to join a racing team? I'm like, oh, I'm not even really that quick. I'm not that consistent. I don't practice very much. And that's not what they're about. They were like, looking for people who just want to be in community and who are good for the community. And yes, on the racetrack can comport themselves, which I can sometimes if you piss me off first.
Right. Yep.
Like, if you piss me off and I'm faster than you, it's a wrap. But
Yeah.
what choice do I have but to put you into a wall? I don't know. But anyway.
Oh my gosh, this is my soul sister.
Right.
Yeah,
Sounds like
yeah,
Jimbo.
Yeah.
I don't know how else to react.
Don't put a friend in the wall, and don't put me in a wall without expecting to get the same thing back.
Thank you. Exactly. Because now it's hockey, right? You made it hockey first, and we're finishing it up.
Yeah, you decided to put your elbows out, and now I'm going to give you a foot in the ass.
That's that. But I think through Nuke and S7R, they told McNaughty that I would be available for commentary, and I jumped in. I was like, yeah, sure. I jumped in, and it's been amazing. I love the NRL races. They're so much fun.
Oh my gosh! I only was able to see the A lobby on Friday night. With the rally race.
Oh yeah,
that was crazy.
Oh my god.
Those drivers are something else, because I'm not rallying in the dark for you. I can't remember the track this well. But they did it.
Yeah.
They did it.
Oh my gosh.
Win and Jorge Sr. keeping up with Hako
with Hako.
Yeah.
That was a surprise. For Hako to only win by 1.6 seconds or 1.5 seconds was a surprise.
One mistake and it was a wrap.
Yeah. Not surprised that he won, but surprised that he had two people right there on his ass.
That guy is
actually Hako won by 9/10.
Yeah. Oh, 9/10. Yeah. It was even closer. Wow.
I love that. Shout out to Jorge. Shout out to Witta Buddies, Team S7R. So, keeping Hako honest. So love that.
Yep.
Yeah, he was only 1.9 behind Jorge. So yeah, those three were right on top of each other, basically.
So good.
One of the funny moments leading up to the race, I was in the Discord. Somebody, I can't remember who it was, they were like, yeah, so I was just trying to find a lap guide or whatever, just to figure out this track before I practice. And he says the first thing that popped up, and he shares the link, and it's fucking Hako with a world record lap guide. I'm like, yeah, no pressure. No pressure, y'all.
None at all.
I thought Hako was going to run away with it.
I did too.
Yeah. I thought Hako was going to be doing 360s all through the fucking race just to fuck around, just to make it close.
No, they were on his ass.
He did at the end.
They did not let him do that. It was so good.
They told him, you better skedaddle. You better get on that scoop.
We coming.
Yeah, it was a fantastic race. It sucks because I always remember, I'm like, oh shit, McNaughty's on tonight. And Todd had even been like, don't forget, McNaughty's on tonight. I'm like, oh, forget. Shit. And then, so I missed the first race, which sucks because I think
that was a good race.
It was.
That was a good race too.
Yeah, the Bulgaria VGT car at Grand Hatch.
Oh yeah, the Bulgarian stupid car.
I haven't gotten to watch that one. I missed that one as well. It's definitely worth going back and watching.
Oh yeah,
I will say.
And I'm gonna have to watch yesterday's race also, but we were out at the pumpkin farm, so doing fall things.
Aw, did you get a photo shoot in? Aww.
No, I got a picture of Hollis. But the cool thing about the pumpkin farm is they have the giant pumpkin chunkers. So they're launching it's an air cannon. And when I say cannon, I mean a cannon.
Yeah,
like
huge.
like 20-foot long barrels launching literally launching pumpkins thousands of feet.
Mm-hmm.
Not
What
a
are we
joke.
hitting? What's the target?
Well,
Nothing.
they have close targets. So
Mhm.
at that one, they've got some cars that are really close that are torn to shit.
Oh, they
Like,
do?
Nice.
oh yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
It's Heiser Farms. If you haven't gotten your pumpkins yet, go to Heiser Farms out in Dayton,
Okay.
Oregon. They've got they're like launching them into cars. They have like barrels set up further out, and they're like trying to hit the barrels and knock the barrels over.
Yeah, I
Wow.
want to aim
Crazy.
at something.
Right?
Yeah,
I'm here for the
dude,
destruction
funny.
of it all.
so
that's fucking
so
awesome.
cool, so cool. And then they had, they got a little petting zoo there with pigs and cows and sheep and goats. Which, growing up a farm kid, I'm just like, whoa, come here, and, like giving scratches and stuff like
Get all
that.
giddy for the animals.
Oh yeah. It was a lot of fun. So I didn't get to see yesterday's races, but I've got to tune in.
Yeah, I gotta watch those
You
shows.
better, because listen, I don't remember which episode it was. Maybe it was TK's or maybe the one after TK's, but y'all watched round one, right? And y'all talked
Yep.
about the NRL races, and you had so much to say about Friday, and I was like, yeah, Friday's races were good. Ooh, I can't wait till they talk about Saturday. And then it was
And
like,
then-
yeah, and they race on
Nothing.
Saturday too.
Right.
I'm like, you bastard!
Yeah, you
I'm
can
about to
call
roll
us.
up.
You can call us motherfuckers. It's
Yep.
okay.
Yep.
Motherfucker!
Oh man, I'm just saying this right now, Tati. You've got to come on more often.
Right? You do.
You
All right,
have-
I'm coming.
you-
This is
you
my
have-
first time doing a podcast.
Yeah.
This
Oh,
is my
really?
first
You have
time ever.
Oh,
So
You
I will come
definitely
back.
have the personality for the show.
Oh,
Thank
God,
you.
yeah.
Yeah. You fit right. You fit right in with us. Oh, calling
I
us
haven't even
out
hit
on
my pen
forgetting
yet.
Saturdays.
Right? We forget things quite a bit. Yeah.
Yeah, well,
We
the
like
rest
the
of
weeds.
those stoners.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's
the
fair.
weeds.
It's in the middle of your Saturday. I get it. It's like 1:00. Wait, what am I doing? Watching some people go round and round in their living room, electronically. If there's not a chance that someone could actually explode and die, do I want to sit here and watch this? I don't know.
It's true. If
I don't
tires
know.
aren't flying off,
Right.
and carbon fiber isn't
Right?
falling from the air like rain, it's sometimes hard to watch. So
Exactly.
you start off on controller. What are you racing with now?
I have a T598 now. So
Nice.
I went
Okay.
direct drive after many, many years with my trusty T300 RS. Love that thing. Still got it. It's still around as kind of a backup wheel, but it's starting to not be able to dissipate heat very well. Not starting. It's been not dissipating heat very well. And I opened it up, cleaned it up, and made sure the fan was working and stuff. And I just couldn't figure it out. It will just get to a point where force feedback gets lower and lower. I think it's something internal, and there's only so much you can do about
Yeah.
heat in the motor. So upgraded to the T598, and I have a track racer rig. Just the TR80,
Nice.
nothing super fancy. But yeah, definitely upgraded my life
Oh, yeah.
from the
Yeah.
controller.
Yeah. So
But
are you
I've been
using-
racing controller the last couple of nights, actually, doing...
Really?
I never finished the cafe books, if you can believe it. So
Oh.
I was like, I can do that on controller. I'm not getting on the rig just to like beat the
Right.
AI. And it's been a fun little challenge. I kind of miss it. I don't know how I used to be smooth on controller. That shit was wild.
That
Right?
shit's so hard.
Yeah.
I
Me
can't do it at
challenging
all.
my
Flat screen
Yeah,
and
me
controller.
hard.
Can't do it.
yeah. Me challenging myself is playing flat screen in Hollis's account. And that's a challenge. Flat screen after being VR. Yeah, we pimped the VR on Friday night too in the chat lobby. Because,
Yeah.
dude, once you go VR,
Yeah.
it's nearly
Mhm.
impossible to go back. It is
I
nearly
see.
impossible.
That's what
yes.
I've heard. And
It's
I know you guys
amazing.
are all VR.
Yeah.
Man, I ain't got VR money right now.
It's-
You know how the economy is set up.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
They're going to be
yeah.
getting cheaper, hopefully.
I used to work in tech. I would have got VR, but now I'm customizing cars and shit. I ain't got no fucking cash.
Oh,
really?
Yeah, that's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Any
Yeah.
good projects you're working on right now?
Me personally, no. I don't do the wrenching. That I'm past those days where I even want to. But I work for a company that we customize EVs. We sell accessories and parts, and actually have a couple service centers. Been doing it from the beginning. Very first Tesla tuner.
Oh wow.
It's called T Sport Line.
Oh, cool.
And we sell all sorts of shit. Engineering team is based out of Atlanta, so I get to see them prototyping things like heavy duty bumpers for Cybertrucks and stuff like that, which is always fun. I know the Cybertruck is
Ugly
controversial.
Yeah,
Yes,
it's
it is
ugly.
ugly as shit.
It's badass, but it's ugly.
It is also cool as shit. I think most of the Cybertruck and the Hummer, and of course the Rivians, I think those are cool electric trucks, and I'm okay with it looking like shit. I think one of the things when hear me out. when Tesla's first decided to release mass produced cars and stuff like that, I think it was Car and Driver, one of the writers said something like, the cool thing about electric cars is they don't have to be shaped like traditional cars. You don't need an engine compartment. You don't need a drive shaft tunnel or a tunnel for your transmission, etc. You can do different things. And Nissan was like, yeah, and they put out the Leaf and it looked like fucking Bulbasaur. And we were like, this isn't it. We were like, no, when they said it doesn't have to look like a normal car, they didn't say it had to be ugly either, right? But I appreciate the use of the freedom to put out something that is unconventional. You couldn't make something that goes as fast as the Cybertruck and fit a motor that could get it there in the Cybertruck. Maybe if it was mid-engine, but you'd still, for the torque, you're looking at something with a super long stroke, some tall-ass big block Chevy or something to make that work. And it just wouldn't work. But because it's electric, you can make a truck that looks like a dumpster but moves like a Porsche.
Right?
Why not?
Insane.
Why not? And I've got 3 different height settings, bitch. I got tall, and tallerist. Okay? At the push of a button. We have a shop cyber, and I love it because sometimes it's on 24-inch wheels, which I call her stilettos. Sometimes she's on 24s on the knobby Nitto Recon grappler, and then sometimes she's a brawler on 18-inch fucking beadlocks with a whole chunky ass tire on there in tall mode, and I'm like, yeah, you better butch up.
Right.
Butch up. We going off-road, bitches.
That's amazing.
I love that she can do both.
Right?
Oh,
have you taken it off-road many of times then, I assume?
We got this cool promo video where it's just slinging through that Georgia red clay. That's all we got over here is that super red dirt.
Yep.
Sticky, yeah. It was all over the place. I was like, don't you put that back in my shop.
Yeah.
Don't you?
I bet that was fun. Fun.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. And I mean, it's not we're not going to go seriously crawling with it. Nobody's taking the Cybertruck to Moab, but it's a cool daily driver. It does interesting things. It looks interesting, and it will, even if Tesla decides we can't make this anymore, it's not selling, it will go down in history forever. It will change the industry forever. It's a cool ass truck.
No, I do like the Rivians. They look so good. The problem is they're made out of one sheet of steel or aluminum. So if you get a crunch in the rear end, it warps the entire side of your truck. That's the one bad thing about them. And then you're replacing the entire side of your truck, which probably costs more than a truck.
Yeah, the Rivians are expensive.
But they are expensive and they look cool.
$70K and the cheapest.
Insane.
75.
They look great though. They
do look awesome. They're pretty cool. We customize a lot of those as well. We do running boards and skid plates for them, and I know we have a heavy duty bumper coming out for them, so I'm looking forward to that. But we've done overland builds, and it's cool. It's cool to see people not only start driving electric, but treat them like us gas gearheads, right? Where they're Yeah, put me the fucking lift kit and the
Yep.
knobby tires and the everything else, and yeah, it's
That
dope.
doesn't happen in Portland. They're all trailer
all
queens, not
stock.
trailer queens, but
Yeah.
they're all pavement queens, and it's the suburbanites that roll in, and roll around, showing off,
You will see
basically
some of
showing
those
off their money.
Teslas though. Some of those Teslas are. I've seen some Model
Dude.
3 speed or the fast one Model 3. all
Yeah.
decked out
Lucid.
and- yeah. Oh
The
yeah. I've
Lucids
seen a
are
couple of those
fast.
actually.
Yeah, here
I see
lots
Lucids
of
all the time here in Atlanta now. It used to be like once every couple months, and it became once a month, and now I feel like I see it's common for me to see one on my
Oh,
commute
wow,
every
okay.
day, at least
yeah,
one.
they're not a
Yeah.
bad looking
No.
vehicle.
They're dope.
Todd, did you take to EVs right away since you're more of a car person, or were you kind of a little hesitant about the
I
EV
was a little
movement?
hesitant. I was like, I mean, cool, right? But
Right.
also,
Yeah.
where is the soul? I need to hear
Yes.
this engine. I need to hear every explosion in the cylinder happening through my exhaust,
Right.
aka
Yeah.
hack that fucking muffler off.
Yeah.
right? And I want to roll through the gears. I need to hear
Right. Yeah.
Exactly.
but I drove. This is Model 3 had just been out for maybe a couple years. It had to be like 2021, I think. So it actually had been out for a while. And I do an event up at the Tail of the Dragon, and one of my friends had a
Oh,
Model
sweet.
3, and he had put some R compounds on it for no fucking reason. He's like, "We're going to the mountains, right?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck
So
yeah.
he's like, sticky rubber, and I go, "I've never driven an electric car." He's like, "Hop on in." It was so fun with the high braking regen. It felt like driving a manual transmission car with a very like high compression motor. Like you let off the gas, and the quote unquote engine braking, which is really just the electric regen braking, just woes you up, like throws you forward in the seat. So you're like barely tapping the brakes to make these corners.
Yeah.
And then that battery lays flat on the floor, so the center of gravity is
Low.
really
Very
low.
low.
It's very balanced. I mean, it was amazing to drive. And I was like, yep, I get it. I do
Right.
get it. I think what really sold me was two experiences, but I'll just talk about one in particular. I spent a summer driving a Hyundai Kona electric, and it was like driving for free. It was like highway robbery. I'm like, even paying for charging. I didn't have a charger. I lived in apartments. Even paying for charging everywhere I went was cheaper than gas. And then when I thought about it, I'm like, I don't have to get an oil change on this
Yep.
thing. I don't have to worry about a belt starting to squeal. Ain't no injector's gonna like. There's almost
starter
no
don't work.
maintenance.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
The only problem I have with electric cars is the infrastructure, and when they sell them, they don't tell you the whole truth on battery care until you
Right.
actually get the car,
Mhm.
and they don't tell you actual battery miles. And it
Well, in cold
changes
climate, they don't do the best.
Yeah,
They
well,
don't.
cold. They don't do the best in
Cold
hot
and in
climates
super
either.
hot. Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it just, because they have to be keeping the battery at the correct temperature, it just saps all of the mileage that you have. And
I would argue
there's no
that
huge infrastructure for us across country. Let's
that
put
is
it that
fair.
way.
That is fair. I would say to your first point, I don't think it's any different with ICE cars. If you look at the way people treat their ICE cars, nobody knows what maintenance is. They don't know what to expect. And that just comes down to not reading your manual. And so electric car owners
True.
also don't read the manual. That does outline stuff like, hey, charging will do this and that, and don't charge this way. It's all there. It's all
Right.
written. The engineers did their
Right.
job. No one's paying attention. So I don't think that's much different. And yeah, like, some kid that doesn't give a fuck about cars working at the dealership is not going to be able to give you all the info.
Right.
As far as
right.
infrastructure goes, I mean, how is that different from the first gasoline cars, right?
It's
like
true.
you had people
No,
with
that
steam
is so
engines.
true.
They're like, where am I supposed to get refined dinosaur juice? Right? What? As I see more municipalities adopting EVs, though, we do a lot of upfitting for police departments and now actually they just delivered 2 of the Rivian delivery vans or whatever. Rivian just gave us some to gut and upfit for shuttle use and that sort of a thing. As we see more municipalities and big companies use electric vehicles, you will see more of that infrastructure come up, because these cops got to charge your car somewhere.
Yeah,
they can't all go back to headquarters.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah.
I agree with that. So I think my biggest thing with the EV car is I think we missed a step. So evolution goes, we have the gasoline engine, we need to get to EV. I think there should be a greater emphasis on hybrid vehicles now. Like, my ex in Sacramento had a Prius. Ugly car, but the fuel mileage was insane.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, that should be the next step. And then as you go into that and towards the end of that evolution, you could build a better infrastructure, especially for long drives. I know that the biggest thing is I don't want to drive from here to 200 mile away city and then have to sit for an hour charging my vehicle so I can then make it to the next city where I sit for another hour because because I'm impatient. That's the thing that is missing right now, is how quickly they charge and how close those charging points are. And not all charging points are the same. You know that with the Kona. Some are good and some are just shit, and they take forever to get things done. So those are my biggest problems with EV, and it's not a problem with EV, just the infrastructure right now and the movement that we really should be going toward. And government legislation telling us, especially in Oregon and California and Washington, have to have all electric vehicles by
2035.
Yeah.
I think
it's
just like tomorrow.
Right.
Yeah. It really is. You
Goes
realize
fast.
that as you've started to get a little bit older, you realize that time goes a lot faster. And
Oh yeah, 10
20,
years
30,
ain't shit.
10 years isn't shit.
No.
10 years
Yeah.
is yesterday.
Sorry, I had
It
a cough
was.
there.
That's right.
I agree with you regarding the infrastructure. I think what's great is that you do have the option for both. You still have fully gas cars. For those of us who need road trip cars or who need to hear that shit, you still got your full gas cars. You've got your hybrids. The Prius is no longer ugly, thank God.
It
Okay.
does look a lot
I don't
better.
know.
New Prius
I don't know
looks
who
a
heard
lot
the
better.
Prius, but she got in the gym and was like, listen.
Yeah,
Looks
I
good.
gotta have some curves.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And then
it's
you
really
have
tips.
your PHEVs for that, full, like, I can really do both. I think I love that electric cars have become so prolific because it does speed up the infrastructure part of it.
It does.
Mhm.
Yes, it does. Well, and they have to. If they're going to require these
Have to.
things, then you have to do that. Man, gosh, I ran out of questions. My brain just literally went blank right there.
I
Tad,
have a question. Since you are a car person, what is your favorite car? And what was your favorite car growing up as a kid?
Ooh, man.
Oh, it's like the poster question.
Yep.
What car did you have on your wall?
If I had to pick like a single favorite car, God, that's wild and a terrible question. Ugh, don't let that guy talk anymore. No, joke. No, it's only hard. I think the car that I've been the most obsessed with, consistently is the BMW E30. Of course, the M3 being the
E30s. Wow.
Yeah, that's the holy grail one. I have a 325 IS, which is my poor man's M3. It is a late model, so plastic bumpers. I got the later, of course, it's a Manuel.
Oh, thank you.
Got all 3 of my pedals are right there. Yes.
Oh my gosh, yes.
I love that thing. That was my daily driver in Sacramento. In fact, I terrorized that town with that thing. I'm talking about setting off alarms as I drove down in the middle of the night, like, oops, I'm so sorry. Should have done that in fourth gear. My bad.
Going through the park block.
Right. Oh, God.
Is it straight pipe?
This is why I don't like pop tunes, because I'm like, baby, you should naturally have that pop. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that little straight six had it. You let off the gas. Yes. So good.
Is it straight pipe?
Absolutely straight piped.
Yeah.
I didn't do that, actually. I bought it like that, and it was so funny. I looked underneath just to see what it was, and it was straight up. They had hacked off the mufflers, but had the wherewithal to weld some nice piping, still going back to the rear valance, and then put on a really nice double chrome tip that was at the right angle for the E30. And I was like, that is attention to detail. And
Nice.
I kept it as
That's
was.
good.
And it actually sounded really good. I probably was missing some horsepower due to like lack of back pressure, but it wasn't a race car. I don't care. It
Right.
isn't a race
Sounded
car.
good.
Right.
Sounded good. Yeah,
Yeah.
I did almost nothing to that car. It was a California car its whole life when I bought it, and the interior was pristine. I just threw some coilovers on it and a set of BBS RS. A beautiful set built by Ehrlich. They were
Nice.
awesome. I sold them because I was broke one day, but I miss them. And she was just mint. You know what, Jimbo? There was a blonde lady in Sacramento who had my car's twin, especially before I put the wheels on, which I wouldn't expect. It was a late model 325 IS, bronzed beige, with the same exact black accenting on the rocker panels and spoilers and stuff like that. And I would notice it all the time when I was driving around. I was like, that's so cool, that's so cool.
Oh, that's
One
funny.
day, I went to the, what is California's Kroger again?
California's Kroger's, Rayleigh's.
No, starts with a. This one starts with an S, I think. It was on 19th.
Is it Safeway?
Safeway, yes.
There
Yeah.
you go.
Literally same company. So anyway,
They're
I'm in
all the same
Safeway.
company
They
now.
are.
doing my grocery shopping, and I walk out with my cart, and I see my car just in time to watch it drive by and make a right coming out of the parking lot. And I'm like, motherfucker! Like, my biggest fear was always that this car would get stolen, right? Because I'm in California, it's an E30, and you know, and I'm like, wait. Something just told me to just look to the left where I had parked, and my car was still there. It was that blonde bitch with my car. And like, I almost ran down the street with this grocery cart after you, thinking somebody had just stolen my car.
So that's you going down the downtown Safeway?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yep, the one on 19th. That was the
Yep.
one.
Yep. See, we know that's the one to go to. That's the nice one. You don't go to the one that's down past the 99 freeway.
Yeah. It's like Alhambra or something. I don't remember the name of that street, but I know the one.
Alhambra.
I know
No,
the one.
you don't go to
Yeah,
the
that one was
Alhambra
sketchy.
Yes,
Nah,
it was.
that one was like,
Oh,
I
yeah.
have no choice. This was open late. I really
Yep.
got to get some, I don't know, fucking bologna or something.
Oh,
Let me
yeah.
go risk my life.
Truth. That is truth. What's funny is at that right across the street from that Safeway used to be a Blockbuster Video, and my boyfriend at the time managed that Blockbuster.
Mm-hmm.
And the things that would happen in the parking garage there, oh boy. Like, there were times where he would like call me and be like, hey, can you just come down when I close, because it's sketchy down, like people shooting up and just bad. Yeah, no, that area. It's funny because once you cross over the freeway area and get down near Sutter's Fort, everything changes and it's back to nice again.
It changes. Yeah.
Like, you go 2 blocks and it's like a completely different city. It was wild.
Freeways are natural, like they're like
like
neighborhood boundaries when they run through a city. It's interesting how that works, and some of it is on purpose. I'm about to get real woke. Don't get mad at me, but in Atlanta, if you've ever been to Atlanta, you'll notice downtown that the city itself is raised above the freeway, so the freeway runs underneath and does not disrupt traffic through the city itself.
Oh,
it's
wow.
nice.
I didn't know that.
Traffic sucks in
Yes,
Atlanta.
yes. Except Da, 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 da. Except in the Martin Luther King Avenue and Sweet Auburn area, which was a traditionally black neighborhood. And in that area, they didn't bother. They just plowed the fucking freeway right through. And it does break it up, and it disrupts. It interrupted that neighborhood and disrupted it in ways that it's still recovering from, even though that shit happened back in like the 50s and 60s.
Oh, damn.
So when you look at cities and look at how they're planned and where their freeways are and why things suddenly change from one block to the next, just pay attention.
Well,
Okay.
yeah, well, that's, I mean, it's like South Sacramento.
Yeah, South Sac. Yeah.
Once you
yeah.
once you go past the WX freeway, you go past 50. That south side of town
It's
is
different.
Different.
yeah,
It's different.
yeah.
It's
I
different.
mean, yeah.
I got the river here to do that for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got
Rivers, yeah. Natural, yeah, that's
Yep.
all a natural barrier.
Yep.
Sometimes freeways, though, like they would just, when you look at the city and the neighborhoods and where they decided to put that freeway and run it through, you're like, huh. I can tell who was on the committee.
yeah. It's crazy because it's true. They're like, oh, we don't give a shit about those people. Build a
Don't
freeway.
give a fuck about that neighborhood right there,
Yeah.
right. Run 7 lanes of freeway through that bitch. Like,
Oh,
we don't
man.
give a fuck.
You know?
Yeah, I tell you. So Atlanta traffic is bad. Portland
Horrible.
traffic is
It's awful.
Portland traffic is
Traffic
awful.
everywhere just sucks.
Oh man.
Yes.
You,
No,
it's,
dude.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Atlanta has 7-lane expressways. It's just
And it's still fucking
It's
just
still,
Oh, it
Jesus.
is.
still bad.
We just
Still
got
bad.
we just went from 2 to 3. We got 3
Wow.
lanes. Yeah.
With the la.
Yeah.
Big town.
From 2
You're
lanes
now,
to 3,
boy.
baby.
You
Well,
a city
Chicago's
now,
awful.
boy.
That's right.
well, you have
Well,
the
217.
84 freeway. The 84 freeway runs across the top of town, and it's what, 3 lanes?
Yep, that's 3.
And it's always packed. And they
Ugh,
were so
that's the
good at
worst,
designing. They're so good at designing it that you can't expand it.
Oh,
You're
damn.
stuck.
Oh yeah,
with it
there's
that
no
way.
way. There's no way.
There's absolutely no way you can expand it, and it is packed almost all the time.
And I haven't driven
Oh,
on
wow.
that part of the freeway in probably about 12 years.
Oh my
It's just
god!
like, fuck
Yeah.
that. I don't need it.
Yeah.
How is
it
your
so bad.
like public transportation out there?
It sucks.
If you well, the max
Mistakes.
It
the
sucks.
max is good if you want to get attacked by a homeless person or
Damn.
99% of surfaces are covered with fentanyl or methamphetamine.
Or
Jesus.
shit.
Or
Okay.
shit. Oh
Yeah, or
yeah, or
shit.
poop. Yeah, you get
Yeah.
you get poop all over the place
Yeah.
too. So
Yep.
it's not you don't want to ride the max train because you're taking your life in your own hands, and then you get the wackos that get on there and stab people and shit like that. So it's not something you want to do. Is it efficient?
Got it.
Yes. Like I rode it while it was still pretty okay, and it's super efficient. Like you hop on, you head downtown, no big deal. But it's not that way anymore. It is not that. I wouldn't risk my life on it.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
the thing.
yeah,
Even
fuck
here,
no.
the public system here is great. It's got good coverage, good frequency, and that. But yeah, it's actually literally stinks when you get to the homeless and stuff like
gross.
that. You get on
Yeah.
it smells like urine, shit.
Yeah.
You know, you don't want to touch anything. You literally have to balance. If you get on a bus or something here, you gotta like kind of keep your balance and keep your hands in your pocket. Don't touch
tippy
shit.
toe.
I'll walk.
Yeah.
I'll walk.
Yeah.
I'm good.
You're
I'll
pulling
take
out the latex gloves. You're like, nah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not. It's not.
They call it the loser cruiser around here. 'Cause it's like, if you're that desperate, you're a fucking loser. You're a fucking loser.
Oh,
Not you a loser for using public transportation. Ew, are you using this
You're using
thing that was
this.
meant for ew? Ugh.
Oh,
Yeah.
so Do you watch any racing right now? Do you watch IMSA or WEC or Formula One or NASCAR or anything like that right now?
I do, not as much as I used to, but I watch Formula One. Part of it is peer pressure, right? I was like, all right, Formula One's hot now. I gotta care, because while I love a good elimination type. What's the word I'm looking for? Qualifying. Love that shit. Yeah, knock them motherfuckers out. Okay.
Yep.
You're too slow. But the racing for me is just not there. Like, you can't go door to door. They can barely pass each other at a lot of these tracks. The tracks have to be so sterile
Pristine.
because the cars are so fast. It's a snooze fest in comparison to, say, IMSA, of course, and even slower series like, touring car stuff and that sort of thing. But I do have an appreciation for it. The technology, the actual human capability that is needed to drive those cars is fascinating to me. The engineering is fascinating. So I'm still into it. I'm into it enough.
What do you think about Lance Stroll?
I think...
And you don't have to be politically correct. He's a fucking moron. Jesus Christ, that guy's
Did you see his trying to pass Ocon yesterday?
Oh my
at the
God.
sprint race?
No spoilers for me. I have not seen the sprint.
I'm just going to put it this way. Apparently, he had been practicing on Gran Turismo 7 in a B lobby.
Yeah. I'm going to say this. I saw an article right up about it that just came out. I won't say from where. That said it was a legitimate move.
No way.
What? Oh my gosh.
But
Yeah.
I don't know what the move was, but
You'll see.
therein
You'll see,
lies
and
the
you'll be like,
problem.
what?
You will
You'll
see.
see. You'll see it and just think it's legitimate.
It's
Yeah,
legit-
it's big.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
legitimate.
When you
Yeah.
see it, it was called legitimate. When you see it, you'll be like, "Are you fucking out of your goddamn minds? How do you have a
Yeah.
journalist write
That's
that
what my
Let me
daughter
ask
was
you
saying
this.
yesterday. You
Let me
fucking
ask you
kidding
this:
me?
is it legitimate in a car that has doors?
No.
Would it have been like,
No.
damn?
No.
It's legitimate.
No type of
No,
anything.
it's
It's
legitimate.
legitimate Gran Turismo 7 B lobby move.
Yes, that's how legitimate.
That's
it
how
was.
legitimate it is. Yeah.
I mean, it must have been his sister writing in the article.
Wow. Okay,
Yeah,
then how
yeah,
I
you
feel
gotta
about
watch it.
Lance Stroll is, I think that Formula One has always been a little bit about nepotism and who's got the money, right?
Yeah.
Like, obviously,
Yep.
it's a very expensive sport. It's always been for princes and nobles and the sons of rich barons, right? Or businessmen. I think that maybe he's not quite up to that level, but clearly to even be able to get in a car and be on the grid with them, it still makes him a fantastic fucking race car driver. And I
You know
think
what?
if he just found his place, he could make an impact somewhere.
I
Playing
think
tennis.
that he
Not
should.
Formula One.
I think he should be.
That's his place.
So we were Todd and I were talking about this yesterday, and it's like he forgets that he's on a track sometimes. Like he just forgets what he's doing. I mean, how many incidences where he's just gotten into a faster car's way and broken them because he's not paying attention, and he's like, "Oh, there's a car there," and I just steered into him.
Right,
It's like the
He gaps
focus
out.
isn't there.
Yeah, he's got no focus.
He's got no focus. I can
I
see
think
it.
I agree with you that to get to where he is in general, even with the money in that and his daddy, he still has some talent to get to that level.
He does, and
He's not an F1 driver. That's the problem. He's in a spot
talent.
he shouldn't be.
Yep.
He should be. I honestly think he'd probably do really well in, say, endurance with a team, with multiple drivers to help him out, work with them. He's not the only. I think he would be that, like a 3-4 man team kind of endurance racer. I think
Very
he'd do
strong
well
pass the baton guy.
Yep.
GT3 sort of level kind of thing. I think that's where
I think he would
be really
race
good
GT3s. I think he could probably drive a hypercar too, but man,
I think he would do better in the GT3
I think he would
category.
do better in the GT3 category too.
Yeah,
He's
not
just
Formula One though. He's a
No.
fucking absolute moron. At that speeds and everything else, he can't fucking keep himself focused and react fast enough. And he does absolutely stupid shit almost every
Well, it's almost
goddamn
like
week.
he's driving and he's like, ooh, butterfly. Ooh, look at that.
And I'll say this, yeah, he's had a couple moments, but if you look at those moments in his F1 career, it's been pure luck.
Yeah.
Something's happened to put him in that position.
Yeah.
It's not that his skill got him there. He just got lucky.
Well, name a Formula One driver that would be on a team that is not as fast as his teammate for so many years and is still on the team. You know, that comes to Daddy.
Any other team
Daddy owns
without
the
Daddy.
team.
Yep.
Yeah, without Daddy, any other team would have fired him fucking within a year.
Yeah, I mean, look at Mick
listen,
Schumacher.
Yeah, oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Us regular people, we used whatever we can or whatever we come up with to spoil our children. I don't have any kids, but maybe some of you guys do. And
Yep, I do.
you know, we're not rich, but we want them to have what we didn't have, right?
Oh, yeah.
And if you ask me, why the fuck would I become a billionaire if not to put my son wherever the hell he wants to be? If he want to be in a Formula One car, well, guess what? I bought a Formula One team.
Here
and
you
we
go,
race
boy.
it, okay?
Yep.
If y'all want somebody else to have that seat, add another team. This one's mine.
Yeah, you're right.
And I put my boy in the car.
That's totally right.
As long as he hasn't killed anybody, we good.
Yep.
It is what it is. It is what it is, you know.
That's true.
Well said.
That is true. Yeah.
I understand.
I wouldn't put my
Totally.
kid in there, though. Fuck that.
I understand it,
Fuck that. That shit costs too much money. You're gonna wreck.
Yeah.
You're not gonna give a shit.
And as a parent as well, you want to protect your kid though, and that
Fair.
to me, that as a parent, I would be embarrassed, and I would feel like, man, my kid is like
He's a laughing
people are
stock.
laughing stock.
Yep.
Like, help him, but
Yep.
support him 100%, but put him somewhere and help him do something he's going to be at least decent at.
But I think
You know what I mean? Like,
you
he's
also
not
you can't
decent.
be embarrassed for him, right?
Right.
If he still likes where he's at and wants to be there, you know.
And two, they're at that
Man,
level
I
that
don't-
who gives a fuck? They don't
Yeah,
give
gives
a
a fuck?
fuck. They
I don't
care.
know if he I don't know if he wants to be there.
Yeah, he's got no focus. So if he
Yeah,
doesn't
he's
have
got the
focus,
dead
he doesn't
eyes
really-
all the time.
Yeah.
I do
Yeah.
wonder. I do wonder. Also,
Now-
when's he coming out of the closet? Baby. Like, honey, beloved, let me listen. We know.
let me here. I got
We know.
an unserious serious question.
Oh fuck.
Have you ever seen Lewis Hamilton with a girlfriend?
Yes.
Yeah, I think he's had a couple of models or whatever, but it wouldn't surprise me to
But
find
it's
out
for
that
show.
Lewis. Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me.
I'm just like he's never had like Lando has a girlfriend, Oscar has a girlfriend,
Charles has got a girlfriend.
Charles has got a
Yeah.
girlfriend, Ollie Behrman has an ugly girlfriend, and I just really like I give it to him because she is not
Oh fuck.
she is not a supermodel at all, and you know
He
he's
got
a
himself
fairly
a
good
regular
looking guy,
girl.
and he got
Listen.
a regular girl,
Fuck
and
yeah,
I'm
those are the
just like
best.
it
Same with
actually makes
Oscar.
me-
Oscar's
yeah.
got a
Are
regular.
the
Yep.
best.
She's in
Oscar's got a regular,
college.
and I'm like, that's actually incredible. Like
Lewis
you're at
can't shake the table too much, okay?
Yeah.
Lewis couldn't be like, hey, I'm black, I'm about to take all this shit over from y'all. And on top of that, I also am
I'm
a
a
pillow
gay man.
biter.
Right.
And he can't have like a strong black girlfriend either. That's too much as well. Like you shaking the
Oh,
table too
fuck.
much. Lewis had to pull up with his fucking little dog, and like that became his thing
Oh,
because everything he did. Lewis can't even dress the way he want to dress. Okay?
No. there are sometimes I see Lewis's outfits and I'm like, how much did they pay you to wear that outfit?
Oh,
Because
fuck.
that looks ridiculous.
Well, it's just
Yeah, I
wild
think
from
there's
him
a-
being a rookie back in what was it 2006? He was a
Back
rookie.
in the day.
2007,
2007?
or 2008, yeah.
Just from then being bald, actually going bald, and the way he was then to now, it's just it's crazy. It is crazy.
Money.
Yep, dude, he's
You
got
know,
that hair.
He does. He's got more hair than me.
He looks like a rock star. He looks.
Right.
They're like, why did Lenny Kravitz pull up here and tell us he was a race car driver?
Right.
Short Lenny Kravitz is not a race car. Like they hate that guy.
That's hilarious.
Short Lenny
Oh
And
my
he's
gosh,
like-
short Lenny Kravitz. I'm gonna
Short Lenny
Oh,
Kravitz, but he's
fuck.
like, this is a guy. He doesn't come from the same background as you guys. He's not fucking George Russell with his goddamn knit sweater around
Right.
his neck like he's
Pretty
coming off
boy
the tennis
Russell.
court, right?
Yeah.
Pretty
Well-
boy Russell.
well,
he
it's
comes
true.
from a dad who had to work like 50,
Oh,
70
yeah.
fucking
Bust
jobs
his
to get
ass.
where he's at.
Yep.
That man worked 3 jobs to put his kid into Formula One and did it, and I have so much respect.
Oh,
Man
yeah.
was the
Yeah.
talk about believing in your kid.
No
right?
shit.
Oh my god.
I said, I'm not putting my fucking kid in the
Oh,
car.
fuck. Yeah. I don't have that much belief. Shit.
Lewis's
Well-
dad was like, no, I know my kid. I'm about to bust my ass for him. And it worked out. And that is
I would have to
different.
say, Lewis's dad is probably the GOAT of parents and support.
most,
Well,
yes.
well, he
Like, the
and
way he did
Jensen
it
Button's
and-
dad was the same way too.
He was.
He was. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the way they made it through the karting career, number one was providing karts to Lewis Hamilton and his father,
Mhm.
and they built karts for all the kids on the
Yep.
on the track.
Yep.
That's how they got there. Like his
Amazing.
dad wasn't rich either.
Nope.
Like it's like incredible when you have those stories of kids that come from regular families
Yeah.
that get into Formula One and get there on merit because they're fast. People are like, all right, yeah, this is who we need to pay attention to.
Yep.
It always makes me happy to see that, and it always pisses me off when I see somebody like a Lance Stroll that, yeah, he's had to work hard for his racing career, but he's not had to worry.
Yeah.
He
He
has.
doesn't
know-
have to worry. His dad's not going to beat him if he doesn't win. Like
Yeah, and
Max.
his dad, yeah. Then you have Max's dad, which is like, you're going to be the fastest driver ever, and if not, you're walking home from the race.
Yep.
Yeah.
Fucking A.
Wow.
And now he's a winner.
Yeah.
Like,
He's a
like
winner.
Jos Verstappen, the only reason Max is as fast as he is now, well, it's funny. Jensen Button says it's because of his mom, because he thinks Max's mom was actually faster than his dad. Because he
Might
raced,
have been.
No
he
shit.
raced against her in karting.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah. Read both of his books.
Okay.
If you haven't read both of
I'll
them,
listen-
he
I'll
talks
listen to
about
him.
that. Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, because he's like, yeah, I think Max's mom was faster than his dad.
Yeah. That didn't make
So,
his
I
daddy
mean-
very happy.
No. I don't think anything makes that man happy.
Extra
Grumpy
beatings
piece.
tonight.
Like for
Oh, God.
parenting and stuff, that he seems like he's a monster of a parent. Like for support and being there for your kid. Like, and he's just like go, or you're walking or this or that. You're not eating. Like
Fucking
he
Honey
seems like
Boo Boo's
like
mom.
not like just a mentally abusive motherfucker. You know what I mean? Not necessarily physically, but mentally abusive and he created a fucking monster. Not that
Right.
Max is a bad guy, but he is an insane
On
race
track,
car driver.
yeah,
He'll probably,
he will
On
fuck
I
track.
think
you
he'll
up.
end up. I think as a race car driver, I think he'll end up being probably go down in history as one of the greatest
think
race
so.
car drivers to ever exist in any
Oh
format.
yeah, especially when he comes
I think
back
so,
and
too.
wins this drivers' championship this year.
Yeah, that's a crazy
And then-
thing.
and then win-
It's
and
a
then wins
possibility.
Then he wins all. He goes and he wins every 24-hour race. You know what I mean? Which he's going to do.
He is. He's prepping for
Well,
it.
look what he did in 2023. I mean, it's unheard of how many races
Yeah.
he fucking won that year.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Toddy, do you race any of the Gran Turismo World Series races?
I don't. I used to do dailies and stuff like that very heavily in GT Sport. Got myself to A+ at one point, which was nice. I'd like to get back there, so I might start doing them again. I'm going to start at the bottom, though, because I
There you
hate
go.
myself, I guess.
Right.
You like the punishment.
do some EE lobby
There you
racing.
go.
Oh, boy.
Because that was its own challenge, right?
Oh
it was
yeah,
like
earn that.
Oh, it
grind.
is.
oh
It
yeah.
is.
Basically,
The
don't
reason-
try to win anything. Just stay in the back and be clean and get yourself up a level. There's nothing you can do down there.
Nope.
No. The reason I ask is, four of us. Jermaine was on yesterday too, but no, it was only three of us. Jermaine, Todd, and I did the race yesterday. I don't know. Did you do it at all, Sean?
No, I wasn't home.
Yeah. and then Mike didn't do it. I know that.
I did
And
one
it
at
was,
6 o'clock off stream everything by myself, and just to kind of warm up, see if I could. And I was just like, nope. I did absolutely horrible. Just like no. And last time we
It
did
was-
that race, it was just like nah. I
it's
kind
a
of
sh-
just
it's a
cringed
sh-
the whole
it
time.
was a shit race.
Yeah.
It was a shit race. It should have been. So they had the Lamborghini Diablo, a Porsche 911, GT500 GTR, GT500 Supra, GT500 NSX. I think like an R34,
R32 all-wheel
R32.
drive,
Yeah,
2 McLarens.
two McLarens, and it was dominated by the Diablo, which you could never get past in the corners. And then when it hit the straightaways, it was so slow in the
would
corners
just
that you
walk
catch
you.
up to it. And then you get to a straightaway, and it's like it's like you have no car underneath you. Like they just take off, and then there's no way to get past them. It was the most, I'm going to use a bad word, retarded race. Yep,
Bad boy.
I know.
It was just a daily race C, basically.
Yeah.
No, no, and like I said, it wasn't even a daily race C.
You
That
didn't
was
have
a
to
daily
pick
race
or
B.
nothing?
There was no strategy. There was
That's
no.
B.
There was
Well,
nothing other than the length
in my
of the
third
race.
I had rain.
Oh,
so,
you did?
the radar showed rain coming. So I started on the race hards, and the race starts. It's a complete fucking downpour. So me,
shit.
Ganja, Tinsley, I think we all started on fucking race hards. We were fucked. So we had to pit, and then we had to pit again. So we were fucked, basically.
It was
I'll be right
just
back.
not,
Some
not a
races
good race.
had some strategy, but basically, yeah, it was just a sprint race on race hards with no tire wear. All we had was fuel burn, and it was a daily race C.
It was awful.
like a 25-minute race, and it was so.
God, they give you
Um,
epicness on Wednesday, and then on a
One out-
Saturday,
yo.
they give you shit.
1 out of 10. 1 out of 10.
I
It
wouldn't
was
go
a bad
that
race.
low.
1 out of 10.
It was
Yikes.
a 6. It was a 6 in my
I
opinion.
wouldn't, man. I'd say I would never go that high. I thought it was a boring race. Like literally in the lobby that Jermaine and I were in, 17 seconds separated first and second, and then after that, it was like 5 seconds in between everybody else until it got down to me, and I was racing against a Supra down in 10th, and he and I had a great race. Ed Marsh, thank you so much.
Yep.
If you listened, that was a great fucking race. We had a great time. He, it's like he was faster than me through the S's, but out of corners, I was faster than him, so he couldn't catch up to me on the straights. Fantastic race. Fantastic. In that part of it, it was a fantastic race, just between the two of us. As a race in general, it failed, in my opinion. It was awful. Maybe if they would have had rain the entire race for everybody, it would have been a more interesting race.
Because it was hit
But
and
they
miss
didn't.
with the rain.
It was
Yeah,
hit and miss.
yeah.
And when it did
Terry
rain,
had a downpour
it was
in his race.
torrential.
Damn.
Yeah, it was the red zone rain.
Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
it was really bad. No, it was not good. How do you feel? Well, since you don't do daily lobbies, it's hard for you to gauge this. But how do you feel the state of play with the game is right now? Car balance, how the cars are balanced, how the races are laid out. How do you feel it is right now, Tati?
I think that the fact that the majority of online racing takes place in like one class, GT3, GR3, whatever you want to call it,
Yeah,
is kind of telling, right? This is not a GR3 game. If it was like an Assetto Corsa or something like that, that would make sense. But it feels like they haven't done a good job at balancing out the other classes, and even GT3 in some ways. And there's just not enough classes. I think more people would play. I think we'd see more varied races if they'd done some work on these classes. Like GR1 does not need to have both LMP1s and LMDH cars and fucking Group C race cars, right?
Right.
They're
Right.
not mixable, if
Right.
you will. The GR2 can't be cars from many different generations of Super GT racing.
Right.
That's not how that works. So I think that there's struggle there, and that leads to fewer players or more monolithic type playing. I think we're just kind of ready for GT8 at this point, which who knows when we'll actually get that.
Yep.
Are you looking forward to Spec 3 coming out?
I am. I want different tracks, but anything different is good, right? I wish we were. I don't know all the cars that we're gonna get, and I haven't been paying attention to the rumor mill on people who like pour over like the trailers and stuff like that. So I don't know what we know, but I'm always looking forward to big updates, right? If Cass himself gets on and records that he's interested in this and loves this, then I'm in, because I know that guy's a race car driver. He loves racing. So yeah.
I wish he didn't love small shitty SUVs as much as he does.
Yeah.
You know what? Hear me out. That's what's on the market now, right? Is small shitty SUVs, and Gran Turismo has always had run-of-the-mill ass cars. Like, we've had some regular traffic in this game and raced it. My group of friends that I race with a lot, we discovered that the RAV4 is a fucking blast on comfort softs. It has just the right amount of like lift-off oversteer to make it an actual handler. It's not fast by any means, but on tracks like Grand Valley and stuff with a lot of direction change and elevation change, it is so fucking good. We did a full lobby one day, and I don't know how this happened. 16 out of 16, swear to God. All RAV4s at Grand Valley, one of the short layouts. And some of those sections were amazing because you could just drift this RAV4 around perfectly. So we started playing around and souping it up and see what slightly upgraded spec would keep the spirit of the car and how it handles. But I will say that like it's worth giving all these cars, even the shitty ones, a chance. See what they handle like on the right tire, and you can have some fun racing. Eiger Nordwand, that's the spot for like shitty cars. Yeah, Eiger.
Yeah,
because the RAV4 comes along, and I'm just like, God damn it, why?
Yeah,
the
racing is still there. I know we want more race cars. I definitely want more race cars. But street cars are a lot of fun, and it's driving a slow car fast is a blast. It's a time.
Well, that's the thing. I can understand. I hate it because I like more race stuff, more race cars. But I understand the whole like all these road cars and stuff. That like why? Because it is like this is the stuff that people are buying today. And giving you the experience to take the car that you have possibly or have driven in possibly over the years and take it to a race course.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And have that fun. Like this is what it would be to really open up your car and have a blast in it, kind of thing. Like, how many times do you think I can, dozen times with the boys in the minivan fucking ripping around, fucking be like, that would be like looking at the people that go to the Nürburgring and they get a truckload or carload of fun. They're like, "Whoa, this is fuck," and they're just cruising around. But it's the most fun time. Like I can understand that, mainly because of VR.
Yeah,
because
VR
in VR
definitely
then
helps makes it more realistic.
Because nobody, like so many people drive like bumper cam or bonnet cam. Like nobody does in-car cam because Gran Turismo's in-car flat screen sucks ass.
Yes,
it really does. Because you can't see anything at all. But when you get into VR, every car is a fucking blast.
And the detail that they've put in, it's the interior of the car.
God, it's crazy.
And the selling point for me, and I tell this story all the time. Sorry, everybody who's heard it before, is we were at Interlagos in the Porsche 919 LMP1 cars. And we're in the middle of a race, and I come around the corner, and the sun shines in and glints off from my safety belts. And I reach down to pull my shirt over the top of it so it wouldn't glint in my eyes.
So it wouldn't glint in your eyes.
That was the biggest selling point. You get in there, and it's your car.
And even the phantom heat that you could feel. Just the
Oh yeah,
sun
you
hitting
could
your
feel
arm.
sun hitting
Wow.
your
Dude, it's
arms and your
wild. And you
legs.
feel warm.
It's crazy.
It
That's
It's
fucks with you.
crazy.
It's
really
nuts.
crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, it's great. It is.
Yeah.
It is the experience when you get a chance to be able to afford one and buy one. You'll understand. And yeah, we're as VR drivers, we're at a disadvantage. We don't get to see how many seconds we're ahead of or behind of the car in front of us.
Yeah.
We don't get to see a lot of things. That doesn't change my people that go, well, I need that. Well, guess
You
what?
get used
You
to it.
don't need it.
Yeah.
You
You wouldn't
get
have it
used
in
to
real
it.
life either.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Yeah,
Or
you know.
is the car
I-
getting bigger or smaller? Okay.
Yeah,
You know,
that's
like-
exactly
Yeah.
what it is. Yeah.
Yep.
You know, it is incredible. VR, oh man, it would have been so much fun doing VR on Friday night in that
Mhm.
NRL race.
And the
Oh.
Ferrari,
Honestly.
yeah.
Oh, that's what
Everybody are like,
Hako was saying.
everybody's like, yeah.
That going through the corners, you can't see anything when you're sliding through the corner because you're looking straight at the wall because you can't turn your head and look out the window. With VR, you
Yeah.
would have
Right.
been able to turn your head and see where the fuck
Yep.
you were going because that's what Hako. Once it got dark, just remembering where everything was because coming those corners, you're staring at the wall and that's it. So
Yeah.
VR would have been a huge.
VR would have been a huge help,
Advantage
in
for
my
that one.
opinion. Yeah,
I-
because you literally can just look
FIFA
out the
Apollo's
window.
in VR.
Yeah. So
Funny,
VR.
yeah. Funny enough about that is like I did some VR driving rally night as well, and it was insane the other day with my buddy Drew, and yeah, looking through the corners when it gets dark out, headlights like you can see it's so hard to see, but knowing and just being able to look and getting okay, oh shit, I seen the light go across the wall. There's the wall, bam, you know, like because it does get dark in certain spots. Certain spots are lit because of track lighting a bit here and there. But yeah, it's a different thing, and it was like the wickedest clip I have of it. I couldn't get a race replay because we were just doing laps, fucking around, so you don't get the replay. But I recorded the game footage, and I play it back, and I pulled a 360 across in front of Drew, and it was like that cinematic. As I spun the car, and I was like headlight to headlight coming across the front from the left to the right around him, and I perfect round and came right in behind him as he drove by. Like it was like the craziest thing, and we were both like howling, like screaming, "Oh my god, that was so fucking!" It was just like both of us, because we're both in VR.
right.
So he's going straight, and I just snap a 360, go around the front of his car,
Right
boom,
back
bam,
up.
right in behind him. It was just like, oh my god, like, and you can't do that in any other format of racing.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah,
It's just
rally
it's incredible.
in VR is insane.
Yeah.
It's
insanely fun.
incredible. So we probably
got
should
now?
start wrapping this up. Let's talk about
Nations.
fast.
Yeah.
Race
Yeah,
one.
let's talk about
Yeah,
Nations
Next
race.
Nations.
Race one was man
Red Bull Ring.
Red Bull
Amazing.
Ring,
X.
possible
2019.
rain, which happened every race I was in. There was rain in every race. Strategy, 10 out of 10 race.
It was
10 out of 10 race.
the focus you
Yeah,
had
it
to
was a
have
banger.
for that race.
Yeah.
Oh my god. You had to
Yeah,
be focused.
I was I couldn't race the next day because I was so exhausted.
Yeah, brain
My
hurt.
legs were so sore.
Yeah, it was not
Pussies.
fantastic. I ended up doing all three races, and thank goodness I did all three because the last race was my highest
Yeah,
point
you did
lobby,
great
and
in that
ended up 19th in the United States and
Fuck
35th in the region. Yesterday's race dropped me to 21st in the United States, but I'm 32nd in the region now.
Okay.
So
Nice.
definitely can't complain about that. But I thought it was just a fantastic fucking
It
race.
was.
It was so good. It was like you had to have your strategy dead on, and you had to make sure that you did not get onto that wet,
hmm
because if you did, you were
Dead.
dead.
Yeah.
You were dead. It was so
Oh yeah.
so
you had
good.
to be on that dry line, and there was once you
Nations
switched
was
to those.
Red Bull
Uh-huh.
at
Red Bulls at the Red Bull
Yep.
ring.
Okay,
Yeah.
yep.
30
Awesome
laps.
streams.
What was it? 5 times tire.
5.
Yeah.
Five
Yeah.
times tired, yeah. And then on Wednesday we go to Monza, in the Porsche 962
Ooh.
Group C cars.
Was that 15 laps?
That is
12 laps with
12
the no
laps.
chicane.
No chicane.
Soft
Which
tires.
means you have to wait to crash at the second chicane.
Yeah.
Because that's what's gonna happen.
Yep.
That's what's gonna happen.
Racing soft tires times two fuel times 2 tires. So
No pit stop required.
I don't know if it'll be. I'd have to do some testing on it, but I don't think there'll be any tire issue. There may. So I don't. With times 2, 12 laps, they should last. They might get a little bit worn, but they should last.
Like halfway.
Should be a proper.
They should
maybe
last at
halfway.
Monza. You probably,
with no chicane, because you're taking out one of the big acceleration and braking zones out of it. So
Yep.
I think
that does help.
They'll probably be
interesting.
ghosting too.
Yeah.
I hope so. I
There
hope
will
so
be.
because it's going to be.
If it works,
it's gonna be
that's
a
another
nightmare
story.
otherwise.
But
Yeah. You've always end up with people unghosting.
Ghosting is supposed to be strong.
okay.
Yeah. Cool. That should be a fun race.
The rest of the nations actually is going to be good, I think. I think this last week there, the last race there, the Suzuka was the only real what the fuck
snoozer
in the whole.
Yeah. I probably will not be racing on next Saturday because I've got a Halloween party to go to.
Okay. That.
That'll be the other endurance in the Red Bull.
Ooh,
30 laps, Grand Valley. Yeah, 30 laps, Grand Valley reverse.
Doing that one.
Yeah.
Oh, reverse,
I
Grand
wanted.
Valley.
I want to do
times
it.
4 tires with all tires available and no mandatory tires.
Oh, damn, that's gonna be murder.
So
that's
it's gonna be
murder right there.
Yeah, it is.
I think
be an interesting race.
it'll be one of those we can combine it, but I think it might be. You might be able to do a 1-stop on hard. You might be able to do a 2-stop medium, kind of medium, and like softs all the way. And the timing might actually balance out. That there could be, because the tire wear is fairly high at 4. I think it might balance out that with the extra pit stops and the overall speed on different tires, it could come together at the end. Or a combination of them. So
that's
should be
definitely
pretty
gonna take
interesting
some
one.
practice for that one.
Yeah, and we'll practice this. We'll practice the next few days for Monza too.
Yep.
Definitely.
All right.
So 2 good ones.
What do you say, Todd?
On that bombshell.
Woo, baby! That's it.
Thanks,
for
everybody.
This Monday.
Thanks, Toddy. We really appreciate it.
Yep.
And if you see us,
where can we find you on your socials?
Oh yeah, what are your socials?
Oh, yeah. Actually, you know what? I would like to promote one specific thing.
Okay.
My
7R.
event that takes place at Tail of the Dragon. It's called Pride at the Dragon. I've been doing it since 2019, and it technically is for queer car enthusiasts who love driving their cars, but I have plenty of straight people who come. In fact, there's some guys who are like, yeah, we're completely straight, we just come because I have the coolest cars, and I love that.
It's car people, that's
And
all
it's
it is.
Tail of
Car
the Dragon.
people. That's all
Yeah,
that
it
matters.
doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter about
So
anything.
cool.
It doesn't matter anything else if you're car people.
Right.
Exactly. So you check me out at prideofthedragon.com. The next one will be July 6th through 12th. So it's a week up there that we just get ready to drive hard. That's basically it. I don't like car shows. I don't think that we spent our money on our cars to sit here and talk about them in the
Stare at
parking
'em.
lot.
Yeah.
Let's go break them.
Yeah.
Let's go drive them.
Fuck yeah.
Stuff. Heck
No
yeah.
trailer.
No trailer,
Yeah,
please.
fuck that
But
shit.
Oh my
for
gosh.
commentary and stuff like that, you can find me at eDirtyTati on Instagram is really where I'm at right now mostly. So at eDirtyTati.
Copy that.
Cool.
Dirty.
Oh, just added her.
Damn. I
Oh
want to
my
go to that
gosh.
Tail
Thank
of the
you so
Dragon.
much. This is
Come on through,
great.
man.
Alright,
We
I
have a
wanna try
time.
that.
We have it's fucking
They need
magical.
to implement it in the GTA.
Gosh, yeah, it should be.
That would be dope.
Even if you don't drive, it's so beautiful up there in the mountains. It's just
Yeah,
peaceful.
I
and
drove it in a Mercedes
stunning.
Sprinter. But,
Nice. Wow. Taking it.
Taking them
Look at
corners.
that.
yeah,
How were those brakes by the end of it all?
Right.
yeah. Well, yeah, I couldn't.
You could
put
smell
the- oh.
Dude, are you driving it north or south? We're going northbound or southbound?
I think that must have been that was south.
Okay,
And,
got it.
It's, the way
It's
far,
slightly
so.
more uphill going south, so it's a little bit easier on the brakes. But yeah, downhill, we've had some smoky brake sessions on there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
That's awesome.
this
That's
was awesome. I'm excited
Thank
to
you
come
again.
back.
Appreciate it.
You're
Thank you.
welcome.
Yeah.
This was
If you
great.
see
you
us
have an
on,
open
if it's a Sunday and you see us on, hop in.
Pretty
You're part of the
crashes.
lobby now. So yeah, crash in.
Right?
I
For
made it
sure.
down.
Just be like, bloop, hey! We're down. We're
Yep.
down.
Just pop in. Just
Awesome.
pop in.
Thanks so much. Don't forget the NRL League and McNaughty and all that good stuff happening
Yes.
2 weeks from now, right?
Yeah.
No, one
No,
week from
next
now.
week.
So
Or 1 week.
next Friday and Saturday. That's right.
Okay, so no bye week this week.
No bye week. Ooh, and tonight I'm doing commentary on S7R's Toyota GR Cup at 9 p.m. Eastern. That is live on McNaughty's channel as well. So 9 p.m. tonight on McNaughty.
That was yesterday.
Everyone go check out McNaughty's
Yeah,
channel
last
and watch
night.
these
That
races.
was
That was last night. That was
Because
last night.
remember,
Yeah.
we're recording
yeah,
this on
that's
Monday
right.
morning. Remember?
Oh, right.
I still forget that.
Last night, 9
Yeah.
p.m.
Go back and watch.
Man, 7 series.
Yep, go back and watch.
The race replay is up. You can all go down, listen, and watch now.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah,
Good
really
times.
appreciate it. Thank you so much. Have a
Yep.
good one.
See you next
See
Monday.
ya.
Everyone.
Peace.